What's up, guys? This video is going to be an iPad stylized version of iOS 5 on the right and iOS 4.3.3 on the left. Alright, so here we go. First things first, because this is an iPad 1 and this is an iPad 2, it doesn't have camera, it doesn't have FaceTime, and it doesn't have photo booth. But who cares? Even if this was an iPad 2 without iOS 5, it wouldn't have these three essential apps: iMessages, Reminders, and Newsstand. Right off the bat, Newsstand, I will tell you, in the beta version, just like it doesn't work on the iPhone, doesn't work on the iPad. It says you can download magazines and newspapers in the App Store. When you try to click the Store button, you will not get any luck. So, it's a welcome addition for any book lover when iOS 5 does fully come out to the public. 100% sure that will be loved by many book readers, and the ability to have all your magazines and books in one location is a nice thing. So, Reminders. This is cool, not just for the fact that Apple is now supplying you with a first-party to-do software, but the fact that it has geolocation-based reminders. So this is very cool. Not only can you set it to remind you at a location, at a time, but you can set it to remind you when you arrive or when you leave a location. So I can set this to, for me, it's not that big of a deal, but let's say for like parents, when you go to a shopping market or whatever, and you might forget something, well, you can set this to remind you whenever you arrive, more likely would be the case, whenever you arrive to, let's say, get milk or get eggs. Another example would be if you're at a bar, you can set it to when you leave to remind you not to forget your phone or whatever you brought with you, your wallet, whatever. Soon your phone will be your wallet. That's another story, though. Okay, so geolocation-based reminders, great. The fact that Apple provides a to-do app, great, because now you don't have to pay $7 or $10 for a to-do app. Things is $10, to do, test, and style is $7, for example. Okay, here is iMessages. This is one of my favorite things about iOS 5, especially with the iPad, because the best part is that before, maybe you would get a free one, but you had to pay for an application that allowed you to send messages. It would give you a fake number and everything, and you could send messages from your iPad or your iPod Touch. Now Apple provides it where they allow you to send basically to your email address from an iPad, from an iPhone, from an iPod Touch, and across all of them for free. So it doesn't have anything to do with your data rates, will not apply. Carriers might not like that, of course, but great for consumers, and always great when there are better things for consumers. I don't really care if AT&T is unhappy. I'm happy. So here we go. I will send, one more thing about iMessages. Great. The fact that it is a huge competitor with RIM now. Basically, people who weren't wanting to switch from RIM, from their BlackBerry phones, were saying, oh, you know what, I really love BlackBerry messaging, BBM, and I don't want to go to the iPhone or the iPhone ecosystem because I won't be able to use my BBM service. Well, here's iMessages. It comes out, and now the special things like sending read receipts, you see it was read and it says the time it was read. If you send it, it will say delivering, waiting for delivery, and then it will say delivered. And then when he tries to respond, or she, whatever, it will bring up three ellipses, and see right there, 3 ellipses, and that means that they are responding. Just like iChat or AIM or whatever, or Facebook chat, it has the 3 little dots, and that means he is responding. As you can see, that now says read. Do I still have to message you? Okay. Yes, you do. Okay, but here is a nice, here's a nice time to bring this up. Now, before, in landscape mode, if you didn't have huge fingers, you would have a problem reaching across to the middle of the screen. I'll bring up the keyboard on the iPad 1 to show you this. Well, really, it could have been the iPad 2, but I just need to show you the keyboard on iOS 4. Okay, so, you see if you try to do any gesture, or if you hold this down, nothing will happen. It will, well, if you just click it, it'll bring down the keyboard, tap, whatever. But on this, in landscape mode, because that's really when it matters, if you were in portrait mode, you could reach across. It's not a big deal. Unless you have big fingers, though, in landscape mode, it would be hard for people to reach, you know, maybe the T, the Y, the U, the G, the H, the B, the N, whatever. Maybe the V. But now, you can separate it across, and, well, okay. You can separate it across, and you can type, well, yes, you do. What's up? Okay, so you can type with your thumbs, and you don't have to go all the way to the middle of the screen. So I will send that. That is always nice. So I love the keyboard enhancements. That is just, it's a big deal. It is, because most people do not have as big of a hand as I do, and it's annoying to have to reach across to the middle of the screen. Okay, next. Safari. Big deal. Let me put the keyboard back there. Okay, big deal here. You can see on the right, you have tabs. So if I want to switch between my tabs, I can, well, let me put this keyboard down. Okay, if I want to switch between my tabs, I can do it nice and quickly, and, well, most of the time it will remember where you were, and it won't have to reload the page, but sometimes you run out of RAM and it does it. Okay, well, before, if you wanted to go to another page, you have to jump out, and then click New Page, and then go to whatever. Oh, well, now you can see notifications right there. That's nice, it didn't interrupt me. So, notifications are good. Oh, multi-touch gestures. You can bring up the drawer. I'm getting off task. Okay, so let's say you wanted to go to a new page in Safari. Well, you have to go in and out, and it's really annoying. Now all you have to do is switch between them like that, and you can reorganize the tab just by swiping and moving it across. Kind of like Chrome. And if there's one thing you want to copy, it is Google Chrome. Okay, so much better Safari experience on the iPad now. And that to kill a tab, you just tap the little X there. Okay.